the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing.
Papa says I won't see Rodvir anymore, but he wouldn't tell me why not.
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials. We drink to our youth, to the days come and gone, for the age of aggression is just about done.
Yes?
We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we own. With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home. Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing. We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams. Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing.
I have no business with you. Leave me. Go away. I have more important things on my mind right now.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass. Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed, and my working days are done.
You're passing through solitude? Maybe you're looking to make some easy gold, yes? It's easy to find things to sell. Things nobody will miss. Things from underground, or just left lying around in someone's house. I bet the two of us were very alike. So why not take the next step? We can help each other. My sister Deeja and I are treasure hunters. We like to collect things. I knew you looked like a clever one. With the war, many more ships come through these docks, loaded with weapons and pay, but few people, and they pass through dangerous waters. We have an interest in one of those boats, the Ice Runner. The Solitude Lighthouse will be guiding it in, but if its fire were to go out, the Ice Runner would run aground. What an interesting idea. I think if someone were to do something like that, there would definitely be a certain amount of loot to be shared. Yes, if someone were to put out the lighthouse fire and then meet me on the docks afterwards, I could certainly direct them to that loot. Don't worry about them. We'll make sure they wash up safe. Maybe they'll even pay us for... Turn me in? For what? What crime's been committed? A tragic and very, very profitable event. It would be best if we spoke little until we've completed your task.
Hello, my child. RK watch over you. May RK bless you with a long life, a proud death, and a restful grave. All my life, I practically grew up in the hall. My father and mother were the priest and priestess of RK. I believe I was put here to protect this place from the darkness that pervades Solitude. This city has a long history of madness and murder. The Wolf Queen, Pelagius, the death of High King Toric, and now public executions. My books tell the stories, have no doubt. As pretty as its streets are, as jovial as the bards may be, darkness is drawn to Solitude. You mean Rogvir? Yes, I made an appeal to Captain Aldous. He allowed Rogvir to have a proper Nord burial, as is the custom in Solitude. May RK bless you with a long life. Hey, hands off! What are you doing that for?
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense? Smart man. Now come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course. Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters are... in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
If you need potions, head over to Angeline's Aromatics.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun. He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
Call it whatever you like, General. The man's going to try to take Whiterun.
Jarl Balgruuf.
Balgruuf refuses the Legion's right to garrison troops in his city. On the other hand, he also refuses to acknowledge Ulfric's claim.
Well, if he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire, fine. Let Ulfric pillage his city.
General.
You people and your damn Jarls.
Sir? You can't... force a Nord to accept help he hasn't asked for.
If Ulfric's making a move for Whiterun, then we need to be there to stop him. Draft another letter with the usual platitudes, but this time share some of your intelligence regarding Ulfric's plans. Embellish if you have to. We'll let it seem like it's his idea.
Yes, sir.
You Nords and your bloody sense of honor.
Sir. Something to report?
Are my men now giving free rein to anyone who wanders into the castle? Do you have some reason to be here, citizen? Right, Helgen. One of the prisoners, if I recall correctly. I suppose that's true. Fine. Why don't you have a chat with Legate Ricka? I suspect we might have use for someone resourceful like you. Not many survived, Helgen. Besides, I'm sure your being imprisoned was all a terrible misunderstanding.
Sir, you survived Helgen? General Tullius told me what happened. Not many made it out alive. I've got a good feeling about you, and I don't often get good feelings about anything. A warrior knows to trust her gut. I'm not going to go through the normal process with you. I've got a little test lined up. Pass that, and we'll talk about you joining the Legion. The kind that evaluates your usefulness during duress. I'm sending you to clear out Fort Hrogstad. If you survive, you'll pass. If you die, then I'll have no further use for your corpse. The ancients built many of the fortresses. Sadly, most have fallen into disrepair, and nearly all have been overrun with bandits or other vagabonds. Fort Hrogstad is one of the few that remains mostly intact. We're going to install a garrison there, but first, you're going to clean out the bandits that have moved in. Good, that's what I want to hear. Now go make it happen, soldier. Something to report?
What is it? I used to be an adventurer like you, and I took an arrow in the knee.
bored, stranger.
Best offense is a good defense, am I right?
You look new. I'm new too. I think we could be friends.
Can I help you?
Welcome to the Bard's College. I'm the headmaster here. How may I help you? Always a pleasure to meet a prospective bard. You should be aware that many apply, but we accept very few people. When possible, we ask applicants to perform tasks the college needs completed. In this case, I do have a task befitting an aspiring bard. Elisif has forbidden the burning of King Olaf, a festival put on by the Bard's College. We need to change her mind. To convince her, I want to read King Olaf's verse, a part of the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Unfortunately, the verse was lost long ago. Yes, according to Giraud, our history's keeper, I need you to retrieve the poem. Not much, to be honest. Their return was a shock to us all. Gerard Germain has some tomes about them in the library, if you're interested. Not much, but as a bard, I find the whole affair depressing. There are no heroes in this war, no winner. If you want something a bard can dig into, 1,000 years from now, Skyrim will have changed rulers dozens of times. But the return of the dragons, that
Hello,
story
yes.
is
I'm the
once
Dean of
in
History
era.
and scribe work
I wish
when I
you
can
luck
find
in
some quiet
finding the
time.
verse.
Trouble?
If it's arms or armor you need, see Beyrand in Castle Dower. Bloody good blacksmith, that one.
Jarls come and Jarls go, but a good cook stays for a lifetime. And I'm a very, very good cook.
Watch your feet. We just cleaned there.
Are you my gallant hero? Have you come to whisk me away to a life of adventure and romance?
Got lots of things to take care
careful.
of. What do you need?
I swear to you, unnatural magics are coming from that cave. There are strange noises and lights. We need someone to investigate.
Then we will immediately send out a legion to scour the cave and secure the town. Hafingar's people will always be safe under
Your
my
Eminence,
rule.
my scrying has suggested nothing in the area. Dragonbridge is under Imperial control. This is likely superstitious nonsense.
Perhaps a more tempered reaction might be called for?
Oh, yes, of course, you were right. Falk, tell Captain Aldous I said to assign a few extra soldiers to Dragonbridge.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. But about the cave?
I will have someone take care of the cave as well, Varnius. You can rest easy. You're dismissed.
Please, my duty is to keep the Jarl safe, not play nursemaid to you sycophants.
Do you have business
If I
with the
needed
court?
something from you, you would know it. Nothing. I'm busy, and I don't like being bothered unless I'm expecting something from you. Oh, don't give me that. We have something of a vampire problem. Bodies have been found with blood drained. I know of a den nearby you can wipe out as a precaution. I don't expect you to be capable of even that. I was, to my shame. The whole court was in attendance. Because Ulfric needed a symbol. Someone he could defeat that represented the Empire. The white gold concordat, the banning of Talos worship. Toryg's father Islad had held Skyrim together for nearly 20... No, even after Islad died, the Moot voted to make Toryg High King of Skyrim. But Ulfric was at that Moot, continually talking about Skyrim's independence, and I don't think Ulfric knew. If Ulfric had asked Toryg directly to stand up, to declare independence, because the Dominion is a sleeping beast that Skyrim cannot slay alone. Because many Nords are part of the Imperial Army even now. Because the food and resources we get from the Empire are important to our people. Because even if we can't openly worship him, Talos the God was once Tiber Septim the man, and this is his empire. And Toryg wasn't ready to let it fall apart. I was a member of the court during the reign of Toryg's father. It was Toryg who appointed me to the position. Very. I helped raise him. Oh, I could not have been more proud. I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge. Not really. I suppose if you're truly interested, you could talk to Falk. He's the better safe than sorry type. Vampires are clever hunters. More
Do you
clever
have
than
business
you,
with
definitely.
the court? You mean the Dragon Bridge issue? I'll be honest with you. I was planning to let that go. There have been reports of I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work. Feel free to return to me with questions. The Blue Palace is an open forum.
Thane Bryling, at
The
your
Imperials
service.
are good for business, and business is good for Skyrim. Oh, most certainly. If you're inquiring whether we have concerns about her age, the Thanes have every confidence in General Tullius. I'm a Thane. In the future, you may want to gain that information before
I can
talking
always
with
find time
someone.
to share a word with a
Risk
warrior.
of looking like an idiot and all that.
Many condemn the
court.
Stormcloaks,
They
but
simply
I
can't
refuse.
make do with
There
that.
If you
is
have
honor in
business,
fighting
please
for
see
it.
Falk Firebeard, my steward. Because that's what traitorous cowards do when they desire power. Ulfric coveted the High King, and so he came before my husband, and he shouted, with that terrible voice, like something out of a legend, or a nightmare. When Ulfric unleashed such fury, my husband, he simply ceased to be. That is all I will say, for it grieves me to speak of it. Not yet, no. This land is riven by war. Only then will I take my rightful place as High Queen. A question I am all too familiar with. They worry that Tullius is so focused on the war that he risks forgetting what's best for our people. The real irony is that, while General Tullius is certainly no Nord, the people of Skyrim would be lost without him. Trust is always difficult, especially for my people. Yet we must trust in Tullius's leadership. For what other choice do we have? It's quite fetching, actually. The craftsmanship is excellent. Oh, really? Well, you can tell them that I will be putting in a request for a few dresses quite soon. Be well. Pray for solitude and my husband.
Disrespect the law? The gods gave you two. Now I remember. If those Whiterun gods... I don't abide fancy clothes. I have a lot of respect for the restorations. Stay out of trouble, Khajiit. Let me guess. Someone stole you. What is it, Khajiit? Got to thinking. If you need potions, head over to Angeline. My cousin's out fighting dragons. Staying safe, They say Ulfric's been up to the Blue Palace. You can sell off that junk at bits and pieces. The Emperor's cousin, Vittoria Vici, is getting married soon. What do you need? No, I have to wonder. Wonder what it's like for those... Destruction magic's fine. Heard about you, citizen. Got to keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
What is it? Dragons?
If you need potions, head over to Angeline's Aromatics.
Hands to yourself, sneak thief.
Blessings of the 8 divines upon you. How may I... You look troubled. Have you come seeking guidance? Ah, yes. That once held the shrine to Talos. But the worship of Talos... It's the peace treaty that ended the war with the... The Dominion recognized the heresy of proclaim... No matter how much the Stormcloaks may wish it were so. Those who worship at the shrines will sometimes receive boons from the gods themselves. The nature of the favors varies per deity. Please, feel free to worship at any or all of the shrines. The strong and honorable always carry the blessing of the 8. May knowledge of your divinity carry us through our daily trials. Feel free to take a seat or pray at the shrines. We appreciate worship in all its forms.
Remind us of our place when we forget. Blessings to you. The Divines are listening. Huh? The Divines saved me from the streets, and they can save you from your trials as well. May the Divines guide and keep you. May you be saved by the Divines, as I once was.
Remind us of our place when we forget. Blessings of the Eight Divines upon you. How may I help?
Disrespect the law and you
Focus on your
disrespect me.
targets.
Papa says I won't see Rogvir anymore, but he wouldn't tell me why not. Mother says I shouldn't talk to people.
Huh? Are you here to talk about my brother? Do you think his execution was justified? Rogvir. He opened a gate and they executed him for it. He opened a gate and the wrong man rode out of it. If that man hadn't been Ulfric's Stormcloak. If Ulfric hadn't killed High King Torrig. But it was Ulfric. And he did kill the High King in honorable combat. My brother refused to allow the Imperials to take revenge for the deed. So now he's dead. Then like Rogvir, you have a Nord's heart. It's hard for many of the people here to understand. I think Aldous understands. I don't think I could have stayed here if anyone else had... I think I need to be done talking for the moment. Get away from me. Need something? Good afternoon.
Be careful!
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
This is the method, and the melody.
Disrespect the law, and you disrespect me.
I've got a lot of respect for the Restoration School. Skyrim could use a lot more heroes.
Hello and welcome, my friend. True, I may look the part of dashing swordsman, but why, of course. And will you also be needing the bow that shoots rainbows? Look, if you want arrows, we have them. What are you hunting? Never mind. I don't want to know. Perhaps I'll be seeing more of you. I trust you aren't considering any thievery. Your typical Solitude wench is like the city itself. Stormy exterior, but the charms that lie within.
What is it? Dragons?
You're not supposed to be in here.
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 The Legion's always looking for strong, capable warriors. If you think you've got what it takes, our headquarters are in Solitude.
What the rebels like to forget is that the Empire's what's keeping the Dominion out of Skyrim.
waiting. Insufferable waiting.
Just give up!
They say that vampires attack the fallen vigilant, burned it to the ground.
I work for the Wind Peak Inn. You should head on inside. It's a curse. It has to be. I've got to get out of this town.
Irgnir, get a hold of yourself. They're just dreams. Please tell her, Erandur.
Listen to your friend, Fuki. They are just dreams, my dear. I assure you that it is quite normal.
It's the same dream over and over again. You think that's normal? It's evil, I tell you.
Erandur, she has a point. You keep telling us no harm will follow these dreams, but they must be an omen.
Give him a chance to speak. He's trying to help us.
Everyone, please. I'm doing what I can to end these nightmares. In the meantime, all I ask is you remain strong and put your trust in me. Mara.
I will. Thank you.
What troubles you, my son? The entire town is being plagued by horrible nightmares. They're in serious danger, but I'm afraid there's little I can do about it. These dreams are manifestations created by the Daedric Lord, Vermina. She has an awful hunger for our memories. In return, she leaves behind nightmares. I must end her terrible influence over these people before the damage becomes permanent. I need to return. Perhaps you'd be willing to assist me in that regard. I've already said too much. If anyone overhears what we're saying, it could start a panic. I would simply ask that you trust me and help me end Dawnstar's nightmares. Wonderful. My Lady Mara will be quite pleased. Nightcaller Temple is only a short walk from Dawnstar. Come, we must hurry. Vermina resides in a strange realm known as Quagmire, a nightmarish land where reality shifts upon itself in seemingly impossible ways. From her citadel at the center, she reaches forth to collect our memories, leaving nothing in return apart from visions of who can say? Whatever the case may be, her intentions are far from benevolent.
Need a room? Let's sate that appetite, huh? Until next time.
To answer all of your questions. Follow me.
Lady Mara will
miners.
save us
I don't
from
want
these
any.
nightmares.
These dreams
You'll
are
see.
real, I tell.
Can't sleep well no matter how much drink I put in me.
Follow me. It's this way. Yes, my son. But it feels good to finally have a chance to help these people. Helplessly watching them suffer has been difficult. This
I'm
way,
no
my
one
son.
special. Batel thinks I drink on the job. Well,
Used to be twice as many miners working here before all this trouble started.
The tower on that hill is our destination. People around here.
Divine sake, Scald. Who do you think we're threatening with our old
Unless
war
you're here to
wounds?
solve
We're not
this
soldiers
nightmare
anymore.
problem, I don't. The only reason, as soon as we drive the Empire out of Skyrim, the only reason dragons are attacking is because Talos is angry with us for turning our backs on him. I've been in. Oh, the Stormcloaks are dead. Dawnstar has a history of being the site of battles that have crippled the fate of the Empire. I hope this remains true. Don't bother me again unless...
Before we enter, I must warn you about the dangers that could... No. Knowing they could never defeat the orcs, the priests of Vermina... I'm concerned that when this place is unsealed, the miasma will dissipate, and they'll... The miasma was created by the priests of Vermina for their rituals. It's a gas that places... because the rituals would last for months or even years. Sadly, yes. The longer an individual is exposed to the miasma, those who've been under the effect of it for extended periods of time, in some cases, a few never awoke at all. Once we get inside, all will become clear.
What the?
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with? This way. Son. Give me just a moment, and I'll have this open. Now I can show you the source of the nightmares. Over here. Behold the skull of corruption. The sword of Dawnstar's war. Must we... For Lady Mara! God, no! I never should have come. It's nothing. Yeah, like a... Damn it! The priests must have activated this barrier when the miasma was released. Impossible, actually. There may be a way to bypass the barrier, but I must check their library. I suppose there's no point in concealing the truth any longer. My knowledge of this temple comes from personal experience. When the orcs invaded the temple, I fled. I left my brothers and sisters here to die. I've spent the last few decades living in regret and seeking redemption from Mara. And by her benevolence, I still have my key to the library. Whenever you're ready, let's move on. Lore holds that the skull has been... What it does with these memories is just conjecture, and an argument for scholars and historians to this very day. It's just up here. Be careful. We're certain to find more of the awakened within. What lady?
they're still here. Stop!
This library used to be filled with arcane volumes. Now look at it. Almost everything's been burned. I hope the tome we need is still intact.
Huh? Huh?
Wait! We're still under attack!
Whoosh!
Barring any more interruptions, perhaps we can locate the information I need. We're looking for a book of alchemical recipes called The Dream Straw. The tome bears the likeness of Vermina on the cover. It should be here somewhere. Check the shelves. I'll check on the lower level.
Whoosh!
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with? Yes, my son. What is it I can help with? Yes, my son. What is it I can help with? Them, from her citadel at the center, she reaches forth to collect our memories, leaving nothing in return, apart from visions of horror and despair. You'll check the shelves around the balcony. I'll check around the lower level. Let me take a look. Mara be praised. It involves a recipe for a liquid known as Yes, the torpor grants an ability the priests of Vermina called the Dream Stride. Quite amazing, yes. Sadly, I have yet to see it function in person. As a sworn priest of Mara, the elixir won't work for me. The torpor will only work for priests of Vermina. I will not lie to you. There is some risk involved. The last time the torpor was imbibed. But I swear upon Lady Mara that I will do everything within my power. I believe there is a laboratory in the East Wing. If we proceed there, we should be able to locate a sample. We mustn't tarry. The skull needs to be destroyed as soon as possible. Now that they've been dealt with, we need to find the torpor. It should be in a small bottle, very similar to a potion. I'll begin searching up here. The torpor should be in a tall bottle with dark liquid. If you find it, bring it to me. Yes, I'm relieved you discovered a bottle intact. So, I've taken us this far, but you need to guide us. Dawnstar's fate. I understand your hesitation, but I promise you, you'll be viewing the memory of another through your own eyes. Those around you will perceive you as normal, and you will find the words you utter may not be your own. Thanks to all of these odd principles, there is quite a lot of debate as to whether this is really a... I will watch over you as you slumber to ensure your safety. If I deduce anything is amiss, I will use... Otherwise, I am uncertain what will end your dream stride. Perhaps when Vermina's curious appetite has been filled.
The orcs have breached the inner sanctum, Brother Varen.
We must hold. We can't allow the skull to fall into their hands.
But no more than a handful of us remain, brother.
Then we have no choice. The miasma must be released.
The miasma? But, brother...
We have no alternative. It's the will of Vermina. And what about you, Brother Casimir? Are you prepared to serve the will of Vermina? Then it's decided. Brother Casimir, you must activate the barrier and release the miasma. Let nothing stop you. Brother Thorin, we must remain here and guard this skull with our lives if necessary.
Agreed. To the death.
Then let it be done. Farewell.
Puny weak. No one crosses me! No one I knew it! What was that?
Worked. Mara be praised. You vanished after drinking the torpor and materialized on the other side. I've never seen anything quite like it. How I envy you. Sadly, I am resigned to just reading. Indeed, the inner sanctum lies ahead. We must reach the skull and put an end to Dawnstar's troubles. Read on, my friend. And destroy it. Take heed, they've awakened. We fight to the last.
Never should have come here.
No! You're alive. No thanks to you, Casimir. I no longer use that name. I'm Miranda, priest of Mara. You're a traitor. You left us to die and then ran before the miasma took you. No, I was scared. I wasn't ready to sleep. Enough of your lies. I can't allow you to destroy the skull, priest of Mara. Then you leave me no choice. For Dawn's sake! Damn you! Yes,